you heard that the techno beat that's on Everything is awesome, and many other people, believe it or not, they're really still surprised to find out that techno and electronic music all started right here in Detroit.
That's right. We know the Motown Museum celebrates Motown music starting here, but did you know there's also a secret museum that celebrates the birth of techno in Detroit?
That's right. Photographer Alex Atwell takes us inside Exhibit 3000. I want to go.
I mean, Detroit's a special city, period. When people think about Detroit, they think of cars and music. So what is techno? The thing about techno itself is that techno comes from Detroit.
In Detroit, we have so many genres of music. We have soul, R&B, we have jazz, we have gospel. All those elements are influences in the development of early Detroit techno.
On a very, very basic level, techno is electronic music that you can dance to.
Yes, my name is John Collins, DJ and producer at Underground Resistance. It's a very, very inspiring and spiritual feeling for a DJ if you can connect with your crowd. It's so emotionally enlightening for me. I'm on such a high that I start crying. It's an overwhelming experience, almost impossible to describe.
Detroit has remained that ground zero. A lot of people from other countries come here just to get inspiration. Exhibit 3000, which is the only techno museum really on the planet.
So we're at Techno Museum in Detroit at Submerge. This exhibit is called Exhibit 3000, and it houses the history of Detroit techno. Well, number one, techno created by 4 African Americans from Detroit. Juan Atkins, we consider him the godfather of techno. Derek May, Eddie Fowlkes, and Kevin Saunderson. But it's also important that we have the museum there so they won't be written out of history, because a lot of people have no idea that techno was created by black people, and let alone even from Detroit, and it's permeated the entire world. So these are the instruments, the gear that help to create the sound. 909, TR-727, these are really kind of like the backbone. So as you can see, Juan Atkins used this as a chord, which he autographed. The piece of gear is called a lathe, which is a very, very important part of production. And the final part of production, this lathe mastered 60 of the techno records that came out of Detroit. But that's the other thing about Detroit techno. It's timeless. It never goes away. You can pull it out at any gig, and people will not leave the dance floor. Our 4 founders, it expresses for them what they were going through at the time, what was happening in the city of Detroit. The music gave us hope for a better future.
Even with it being this global thing and all that, people still look to Detroit to kind of be that spark that leads them into where they're going to go in the future.
If you want to check out Exhibit 3000, it's done by appointment only, but there will be tour schedules for the Movement Electronic Music Festival this weekend. You know, Movement is coming.
Yeah, so Movement is this Saturday through next Monday at Hart Plaza. John Collins of Underground Resistance will perform Sunday on the main stage. Very cool.